When you first log into the dashboard, what we display is basically a list of all of your incomplete jobs. So everything on here represents my WIP. So I'm just going to add to that WIP now by creating a new job. So to create a new job, I click that blue button on the top right and just fill out the form. So if I'm working for an existing client, I can just type in here and you can see I can find my existing clients. You might not have noticed, but I actually had a typo there and the search is good enough to work with that. But in this demo, let's assume you've got someone on the phone and you want to book the job in there and then. So this is going to be King Estates, and all you need to do is type in the client name and it will create a new client for you. Then we add it to a project. So a project basically represents a contract of works, a grouping of jobs. So in this instance, we'll just use demonstration project like so. The next thing to do is to add the address. So this is where Paul and I grew up. Brighton. And then we assign it to a pipeline. Now, I'll talk a little bit about the pipelines at the end, but in a nutshell, a pipeline is simply a series of stages that must be marked as complete in order for the job to be considered finished. So for this demo, I'll pop it in the asbestos surveys pipeline. Next, we assign a value just for bookkeeping, and then any notes for your surveyors when they're on site. So for example, if the keys are in a safe, there's a code to the safe, we can just type that in here. So keys in safe, code 876. Then I assign the site work to today and my staff. So I'll give it to Paul and myself. Now, if you've got internal labs, your turnaround time could be same day or 24 hours. But if you've got external labs, you might be looking at 2 days for your report due date. So when I save this, you'll notice that the mobile app is immediately updated with the new job because I'm looking at today's schedule. So that's actually a core feature of our product, is the real-time communication between all users on the platform. And you'll see a lot of that in this demo. So if I just hide myself a little bit, you'll notice that the dashboard has drilled straight into that job, and you can see a little bit more about that asbestos surveys pipeline. So for that to be considered complete, we need to mark off the site work, the lab results, the floor plans, and the QC. We can customize those pipelines and add extra or different stages depending on your requirements.